An electric scooter or electric man.
I'm gonna walk around.
Well, I need not that got a light on me. Well, I need not that got it ever leaving nothing now. Can someone do a goose next? Can someone be a goose and shake it loose out there on the dance floor? Come on, let's get real cool. You know, do a bit of pelican or a bit of emu or a bit of ostrich. What do they call it? Ostrich. Is that an ostrich?
So it's getting later in the day, guys. The sun is going down here in Canberra. Just so I give you a little update of what's going on in camp and how things are looking and what's going on.
Pick it out, pick it out. Pick up that jukebox in there.
Look at this guy here just killing himself in the sun to ensure people get the information. Look at him go.
One time now we're going to wear this song out.
So it's Canberra camp night 3 for us here. So what also is happening here tonight is the Canberra Cup. The harness racing is being ran literally right through here, guys. The airport convoy was disrupted, unfortunately. It was indeed disrupted. As you can see, the Canberra Cup is currently underway. You got all kinds of people here on the boys. How are we? Yeah, for entertainment. How good?
We're here to fight and have a bit of fun.
That's it. That's it. We'll work hard tomorrow. Now it's time for a beer, eh, boys? That's the one. On your lads. Look at that. Just some people having a great time here at camp. I think the first race just ran here. You missed that. But yeah, this is the Canberra racetrack. And you got some people up here in the stands. Not a whole lot. You got the camera there broadcasting to Sky Sports. Got a commentator up in the booth. And a pretty modest crowd here to watch the festivities. There's a bar in there, so I imagine that's where the bulk of people are. They'd be wetting the whistle, I could imagine. Peter Little's around. Yeah, if you haven't already, check out the last live stream. There was a fantastic, just impromptu speech from Ricardo Bosi. And it was absolutely exhilarating. It was amazing stuff. Really, really inspiring. Really, really hopeful message, but also a stern message as to our situation that we're currently in. So be sure to check that out if you haven't. Share the broadcast out there, guys, to show everyone what the vibe is here at camp. Just a great crowd here, guys. Parliament is resuming on Tuesday. So, I think everyone's just trying to reserve some energy. It's been a big week for a lot of people, big couple of days for a lot of others. It's taken its toll, so nice little relaxing day off today. That's why we didn't push too hard with the convoy. It kind of got disrupted and shut down. So, although it was huge, it was absolutely massive. It still did happen that way, unfortunately. But, at least we're out there having a crack and having our voices heard and our presence felt.
You know, the darkness is living in your people. We're going to push the city right back out. We're going to push that dark. There's no light. It's dark. It's not light. It's darkness. And so we're going to get rid of that darkness in one country, in the world. Yeah, join me. So you can walk around with a torch and say, "Oh, well, I'm in the dark, but I can see where I'm going." No, we can see where we're going when we do it together. Yeah.
We'll go for a little bit of a wander around camp. Hey guys. Howdy, mate. Yeah, exactly, Kat. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and I've worn pretty thin, going hard the last couple of days. So it's definitely been needed for me. It was pushing it, getting to the airport and doing that amount of walking. But hey, that's what I'm here to do. We can rest properly when we've gotten our country back. I think that's a fair sacrifice. The word needs to get out there. The lives need to get out there to combat all the narratives, all the fears. So if you guys have heard anything in the convoy group as to the situation and you have any concerns or queries, then ask me, and I'm happy to address them and answer them honestly. I haven't seen Guitar Man today, but I'd assume he's around. So as you can see, lots of people here. Nice to know there's more on the way from Perth, mate. Taking the bull by the horns and getting here because this is the fight. This is the fight. This is the stand. But just to give you guys a bit of perspective, this equates for maybe not even 10% of the camp that I'm showing you. There's an amazing amount of people, an amazing atmosphere and energy, that can't be overstated. The atmosphere and energy that's here. Everyone just here fighting for their country, fighting for their freedoms, and fighting for their future. It's not only our future; it's the future of every generation to come, and what sort of world are we going to leave for them? Michael, the vibe is great, mate. The vibe's great. It's really subdued. You know, it's been a big couple of days for a lot of people, especially, you know, with the march yesterday and getting up and about today. But the vibe is great. It's just everybody loving being here because it's just a privilege and a pleasure to be here making history in Canberra. So the whole camp wraps around the whole park, as you can see. So there are thousands upon thousands here. Many left today, and I caught a few words on their way out, on a lot of people's way out, about where they're from, where they're going to. And the good news is, guys, is that they may be leaving for now, but the majority of them said they're coming back in a couple of days with more people. So this is only going to grow. This is only going to get bigger. This isn't any simple fight. This is the fight. This is the stand. This isn't maybe I wish I was there. This is now. We're standing for our country. Now. If this falls, if we don't get it done here, then the battle will be lost, because this just won't happen again. This won't happen again. Afternoon, Tracy. I didn't go to the farmers market, mate. We've got the Rural Rebel crew here, guys. Rural Rebel team is here.
Is it around here?
Well, yeah, but there's not much happening.
Oh, not much happening.
No.
Let's go for a little quick squeeze and show the camp.
Show the camp. That's it.
So long. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Go for a walk around here, guys. Show you around the camp a bit more. Lots of kids. Look at all this. Lots of families. Oh, you'll fit here, Kat. And there's also, oh, look. I didn't mean to, but I ran into Ricardo Bosi, ladies and gentlemen. And his beautiful wife. Look at that. There's the man himself. He's the family man, first and foremost, guys. This is Ricardo Bosi behind the scenes. There's no camera on him. Look at him. Thanks, Ricardo. Appreciate you, brother.
You didn't get that. Did you get that speech I gave down here?
I did, yes. Yeah, the Rural Rebel, mate.
Great, thank you. The Rural Rebel.
Yep. And it'll be a Ricardo Bosi's speech in Canberra.
Mate, you're an absolute champion.
No. That says you.
Does this actually help you?
Yeah, I haven't needed it to yet. But yes, it is legitimate.
No, it's okay.
Does relate back to me as an individual.
And the police leave you alone?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
At least not giving you a hard time.
Yeah, no.
Brilliant. Good on you, mate. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, brother. You have a great night.
Just need $1 million votes, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just go through. Just leave the slide. Just press.
Just press. That's right. Oh. See, that's the uncut stuff people don't see about him, you know what I mean? I didn't even mean to see him, I just stumbled upon him.
He's the real deal, mate.
He is the real deal.
The real deal.
Look at that. You see what that is, guys? What you're seeing right now is boots on the ground. You say he doesn't live by what he says. He is here in Canberra right now with his family, with his boots on this ground. So I say what you will. There you go, guys. A bit of behind the scenes impromptu Ricardo Bosi action there for you. That's why you're watching The Rural Rebel, to get those snippets and to bring you the rural side of the story. That's right. And he did say earlier, if you didn't catch his speech when I asked him a question, he did. I asked him, how long will he be here? And he said, until the job's done. So he has no plans of going anywhere. He is here for the war with us, standing with us. And I tell you what, it's pretty bloody comforting knowing that we've got a guy like him on our side here. You can see some more of the camp here, guys. I can do that, 1 second. There we go. Yeah, Dan, there's room for more, mates. Look, there's a spot for you right there, Dan. Right there, look. Plenty of room, mate. Plenty of room. On you, champion.
Mate.
Good on ya. No fucking way. No, I knew it was a lunter. I knew it was the lunter loop. I knew it was the lunter loop. I knew it. I knew it.
Long time.
I knew it.
Media
I
now.
smelt it, media, yes.
Not wielding the knife no more.
No, because I don't have no jibber jabber.
Oh, right.
No jibber jabber for me, mate.
How you been, buddy?
Good. Oh, fantastic.
Are you still
Live right now. Very dear old friend Ben. How the hell are you, mate? We're live on the Rural Rebel.
Oh, are we?
We are. Yes.
Should I tell them some stories?
Well, did you know? You got a tale or two there, Ben.
Magic wardrobe.
Magic wardrobe.
You can feel it later, buddy. If you feel like it.
That is a story for later, everyone. The magical wardrobe. Oh, shit. So you're here for the long haul?
Oh, we're going back. Tomorrow, probably, but we're going to come back again.
Come back again.
We've got
Yeah.
things to do and we'll head back and we spend as much time here as we can.
Yeah.
Really, like, why not?
This is it.
Yeah.
This is the fight.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought we'd end up here
Yeah, it's been that long.
in this fight?
Yeah.
We didn't see it coming back then.
No way, man.
No. At one of the events? Yeah, probably.
She came back to me, she said, I couldn't believe it, I still hate.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
History making.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my god.
Just the beginning.
It is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yesterday was just a little taste.
Yep. Where else would you be?
Where else would you be than Canberra right now? That's right.
Yeah, love and generosity and all those things that are missing in wider culture.
Everything.
Thanks to the
Thanks to,
powers that be.
How's it been? They are. They are.
Yeah, mate.
And more arriving.
Yep, feeling I'm more alive now than I have in years.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, to be around the flight. People being good people.
Around your tribe, yeah. That's what it's about. All right, I better keep moving and giving the people more to see. So good to see you, brother. See you, bro. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
See you later.
Love you guys. Thanks. Great to see you. I'll be back around. Yes. Sorry?
Sign. Do you know we have Sky TV National from this caravan down here, right round to that white caravan? Sky TV, which is televising the Canberra Cup
They've got the big camera
almost
there.
over the world.
Yeah.
So if we can amass at this area, and they will see it all over the world. So if you can get someone to support, we need it. Signs, flags, whatever. He's working on it. You working on it?
Okay.
It's hard.
We can do it. All right. So they're trying to they've got Sky. It's being broadcast on Sky Sports, obviously. And only a certain portion of the track makes it onto our TV. So they're trying to get everyone to come around a certain area of the track and bring signs and bring some symbols, some flags, and etc. to get the message out there as to what's going on here in Canberra. Hey, how you doing? It's good.
Hey, mate, I found a new best friend with your brother.
Oh, we've got Craig Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. Craig Kelly here on the Rural Rebel.
Warming up.
We don't have the open we're all down massive when they rock up.
Craig Kelly here with the people. How are you, mate?
And Tuesday we get
Send a text around 10, 20 people, let everyone know. It's all very sort of up and flat.
Confused and where, so I say 10 a.m. Tuesday morning.
It's outside the zone. Hey, quick, not all time. That's what I'm trying to organise.
Saturday.
No, I think it's too bad. Tuesday. Yeah, New Parliament House. Yeah. Just remember, New Parliament House is where
They come in from the front or the rear?
they come in from the rear.
Could you mark it up?
Yeah, you're best to all be together, and you want the photograph.
Craig Kelly here discussing strategies for approaching Parliament with the people.
a bit of social business thing, make it look big. They want the social business.
Don't need to make it.
Yeah, I know, but bigger. Like,
That's right. You know the media will hide the number.
Yeah,
And also, too, they can get some 2,000 people.
Yeah.
They said thousands of people.
Yeah, that one, they did actually. No, you're right.
Slowly.
Yes.
Slowly. That's right, yeah.
But they said the one message is we hate the politicians.
Well, that is unfortunately Craig. I just ran into Ricardo Bosi 2 minutes ago walking here, and I ran into you. And as you know, he's not the biggest fan of yours, but he's still here.
We should be working together. If we're dividing ourselves and we're arguing amongst ourselves, the only winners are the big pharmaceutical companies and the political dropouts. So anyone that stands against the mandates, I'm happy to stand by. Sure.
What do you say to people, Craig, that say you're just like the rest? You're just like them because you were one. What do you have to say to those people?
Look what I have done over the last 2 years. I was the first and only politician to stand up against the mandates, not only in Australia, against the world. I was the first politician, probably anywhere in the world, that said the vaccine program should be suspended. Right? I've walked away from my party. It's cost me personally. No one has been vilified in the media in this country more than I have.
That's good.
No, right? And I've done all that. I've taken all the barbs, but I'm still here arguing for the case. And the people that are supporting me are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we have to change this, and we've got a plan to change all this, right? We can change this at the ballot box. We can do it with the protests, absolutely. If the Prime Minister doesn't do it, we're sending a message to him, we're going to vote him out.
A very big contention point, Craig, and I just want to ask you the hard question and get it out of the way because these are the questions that people are asking.
Do I have the funny hand signs?
Yeah, no, not that one. No, but what I really want to ask you, the pedophile suppression order, Craig,
Okay, let's be
that's a big one. Can you please touch on that?
Let's be absolutely crystal clear so there's no misinterpretation.
Please.
Okay. You have to have a strategy to deal with this. The first thing we do is we establish an independent commission against corruption federally. Now, remember, Morrison promised that at the last election. He's failed. He's broken that promise. He hasn't done that. 3 years is almost up, and he hasn't done that. That has to be established. That gives us an investigative body to do it. Then we specifically task them with the job of investigating the suppression orders against pedophiles. Right?
But does it exist?
Okay. It does exist. Yes,
Yes, it does.
But then once they're tasked to do it, some of these people might be dead, some of these people might be alive. They then are set up to investigate all the evidence against it. They can bring people in to take evidence, but they can do a proper, thorough investigation using the powers of an independent commission against corruption, which actually allows them to go much deeper than just a straightforward legal trial, right? Because a straightforward legal trial has a lot of things that makes it difficult for the plaintiff to prove the case. Right?
Yeah.
Then, if these people are alive and the evidence is there, they hand it all over to the police for prosecution. Right? So that's a four-step plan that sets out and deals with it. It's much more than just revealing the names. You've got to have a way that they get investigated,
Yes,
acted upon, evidence taken, and then prosecution.
so that is 100% United Australia Party policy to go after these people.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. But through the independent commission against corruption,
Yes.
that's why we have to set it up. Morrison failed to do so. Then we give them the specific task to do so. Right? So the other issues, for example, the investigation of the TGA, that will be done through a royal commission.
Okay.
Right. So that would be separate. Okay. So there's many ways to do things with different bodies to attack it, but particularly for the pedophile suppression, we do that through the independent commission against corruption.
Yeah, wonderful. That's an amazing answer, Craig. I really appreciate it.
So people a lot of people are spreading a lot of misinformation,
Yes.
trying to divide us.
Yes.
Anyone dividing us is not going to end up. We're not going to have success.
Well, because at the end of the day, you're here, Craig.
That's right, yeah.
You're here with the people. You're here to face these questions, and
Yeah.
I really respect it, Craig. You know, I do that.
Come and take all the barbs and things. Look, and I understand that people are suspicious of politicians.
Yes.
You should be. I'll tell you, I've been there.
So what do you say to the severe critics of?
So you should be very suspicious.
What do you say to the severe critics of Craig Kelly and Clive Palmer?
Look, the reality is, take me at what I've done. Okay. The reality with Clive, we need the resources to fight this campaign, right? The reality is, in a political campaign, it is the media run it as a presidential campaign, which will be Albanese versus Morrison, to show that at this election there is a real third choice. Whether it's ourselves or any other parties, we've got to have the financial resources to pay for the advertising on television.
Yes.
And without that, we can have all the best will in the world and all the best intentions and share stuff about ourselves. But we've got to get through not only the people that are here, we've got to get through to millions of Australians that they've been lied to, they've been cheated, and they've had stuff injected into them that they should have never been done. The evidence wasn't there. And that we need the resources and the money to pay for the advertising to do so.
We really do.
And for everyone, look, for everyone that may not like Clive, you've got to respect that he's been very successful in business. We need people with that experience in business. We've got a $1.4 trillion debt. We've got the interest rates that are likely to clock up. Who knows what's going to happen, where the interest rate's going to be in 5 or 6 years. We've got to roll this debt over. That's going to bankrupt this company. We need good, solid people with proven track record in business, proven track record of standing up to the Chinese,
Yes.
which Clive has done. You can knock him for everything, but he stood up and he's fought against the Chinese and called them out at every single opportunity. That's the type of person I want there beside me in Parliament, rather than someone that's just been a political hack and does what the factional bosses tell them.
Yeah. Craig.
Does Australia have Dominion machines?
No, we don't. They tried to get them in, the recommendation they made after the last election was to trial Dominion voting machines. And they used them this was before the US. I thought that's can't be right. And I looked at that's what they said, Dominion voting machines. So at this election, our votes are counted by hand. We have scrutinies. We must always count vote by hands. We must never allow electronic voting because you can't follow the chain. It goes into cyberspace, and when it's in that cyberspace, you can't have, there's not the oversight.
Craig, if I could have one more question, mate, and it is another hard one. I do apologise, but it is something that most people in this camp would feel. The people talk about the Freemason symbolism that now takes over our parliament. No, we're talking about the Parliament House in the shape of a ziggurat. You've got the pyramids lining the lights going up to Parliament House. You know what I'm talking about when I say, people would say you're one of those Freemasons. What do you have to say to those people?
I'm not a Freemason. I never knew about the special hand signal. But anyway,
no red shoes.
I think red shoes. I don't own a pair of red shoes. Okay, and I've told Clive's shoes were actually burgundy for the record.
Okay.
They were burgundy. They were some special Italian loafer.
So Craig setting the record straight on the red shoes of Clive Farmer.
Clive's wife, you had to hide those red shoes in the cupboard.
So what do you say to those people that think you're one of them, that you're still one of them?
I understand people's suspicions because so many lies have been told.
Yeah.
If you know what's happened over the last 2 years, they've lied about everything. They've manipulated the data. They've cheated the data. You get all these bureaucrats and everyone lying. So I understand people should be very suspicious of things, and that's good. Yeah. We want people. Whenever a politician stands up and says something, you want everyone to be suspicious and go through it. And go through it and question the bastards and argue about you've done this and you've said that. That's what we need.
It really
is. That's the best thing to do. That's right. Yeah, you don't. Now people should better come here like this and talk to this and take any question you want.
Yeah, absolutely they should, and I really appreciate it, Craig.
Okay, thanks.
I love talking to you, mate. Appreciate you. There you go, Craig. You can't tell me the rural level didn't come and ask Craig Kelly the hard questions and get the hard answers.
That's right. We're going to keep fighting.
That's right.
Great to see everyone here. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to take it up to the Parliament this week.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and get the best we
and
can.
For the record, this man could be hiding away and not answering these questions, but he is, ladies and gentlemen. He is here with the people. So thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
Before everybody runs
Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
free media coverage right now.
Oh.
Because it's the Canberra Cup, it's being televised live. So it's all over Sky.
Hey, great to meet you. No, thanks. I need it. How you going? Nice to meet you. I need a hug at times, I'll tell you.
He took his grilling like a man, didn't he? People here want those answers. No, nobody's more laughing about the fact that Clive got picked up for it. I think it's more to make light of the situation. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. We're on the Rural Rebel, mate. Sure to give us a like on Facebook and a subscribe on YouTube. What do you mean? Well, yeah, just hope so. Do we need a... Thanks, mate. What would I do without you, Ben? Just ask Craig Kelly the hard questions. Oh, are you?
What media is it going on, buddy?
So I'm live right now on the Rural Rebel, mate, on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, do you? Awesome, guys. Lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. And as you can see, I'm here to ask the real questions. We're not here to muck around. My name's Hank.
Hank.
Okay. Yeah.
We just got here a bit late. We missed the interview, but...
Well, I asked him about the Freemason allegations. I asked him about the pedophile suppression order. I asked him about many things. Yeah. So if you go on the Rural Rebel and check out the line, he answered really well. He took the questions and he gave them face on. So a lot of people don't, but it's about more than him,
Before most of those other blokes got involved.
That's exactly right. Yeah, exactly. You guys have a great night. Lovely to see you.
Someone's special.
Originally, you went, hey, this is all the teachers. That's a conversation quite forever, not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste this time, so there's more pressure. Some questions.
I was going to clear chat someone.
I saw you on the scooter.
60 at the moment.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it makes life easy.
Yeah. I might even get myself one.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. No.
You need to. So as you can see, Craig Kelly has arrived here in Canberra with the people. love him or hate him or think he's full of shit, he is here and he will take your questions. And I hope you see that I will walk up to these people and ask them the questions that I know you want answers to. Not the softball questions that everyone wants an answer to. I will ask him the hard stuff. Rocky, that's a lie, mate. That's a lie. I've been to 2 rallies now where Clive Palmer has walked the rally, and that's in Melbourne. I also know he's been there in Sydney to walk with the people. I've marched with him side by side myself, so I can disprove that comment right now.
You don't get to speak.
Oh,
Well, they shut me down. They tried to shut me down. They won't give me 90-second speeches. They've actually taken me off of the roster. So a lot of time I get to ask questions at time, and they won't let me do that. So I just
Answer you? Even a simple question like what are cancer?
no. They just take it. They talk about something else.
Clive, can you please talk about Craig?
Yes.
Craig, it's been a long day. Craig, could you please talk about what happened in Port Lincoln last week in the UAP election party, selection party got raided?
No, they're having a candidates meeting.
Yes.
Which should be protected.
I know. What happened? How was it allowed to happen?
Apparently the
How?
police came and raided. This is what happens apparently in the state of South Australia. What is his name? Marshall over there, no different from Dan Andrews, and trying to make out who can be the toughest and most anti-democratic premier.
But how can they raid a political meeting and shut it down?
It should be unlawful under the Constitution. Under the Constitution,
that's treason. That's
the point to make on this. Under the Constitution, there's an implied right of free political communication, but it's an implied right, and it doesn't specifically.
We're sick of these implied rights.
This is why we need a Bill of Rights that enshrines those concepts in the Constitution in black and white, so there can no interpretation by the courts or left to interpretation or judgment.
Yes.
This is why I was wrong. All my life I've been wrong. I believe we didn't need a Bill of Rights, but the last 2 years have shown that we do in Australia.
We certainly do, Craig. Thank you. That was a question from the viewer. Thanks, mate. Sorry. How are you, Paul? Oh, we're here with the Booster House.
You've lost your voice.
I have. Twice over.
Saturday.
Did you?
Yeah, the last time we were singing in the campsite.
And how was it to be here in a part of history, Doctor?
They should all be here.
They should, right?
It's cool, isn't
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's the big family.
It is.
Come be part of the big family.
It certainly is the big family, mate. Oh my God, we got everyone here, guys. If you're not here, you need to be.
I tell you, you meet everyone you need, you know.
You really do, don't you?
It's just, it's been awesome.
Dr. Paul House here in Canberra. Cafe like their favourite, isn't he? One of the only doctors who will stand up and speak out against this, and stood in his convictions to do so, and lost his practicing licence, suspended
For the moment.
for the moment. Had his practicing licence suspended. Still a doctor, but is being silenced by the Australian government.
Let doctors be able to consent and the mandates.
Could you believe you could ever see a world in Australia where a doctor can't speak his truth and give informed consent?
Australian, I don't know what this place is, but I don't recognise it. I think that's why Craig was right.
Yeah.
We need a Bill of Rights.
Yes. That's okay.
It's alive.
It's alive. There we go.
We need a Bill of Rights.
Yes, we do.
I mean, this wouldn't have happened.
All of these implied rights, we're in trouble because of them, aren't we? Yeah, we really do. Awesome, Doctor. Great to see you too, brother. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
The Rule Rebel.
Oh, rebel.
That's right.
I met one today. A
You did.
Rule rebel.
You did meet a Rule Rebel today, mate.
He was dressed a little bit different. And that's a website.
Facebook
or YouTube. Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah.
I like YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll check you out on YouTube.
Awesome.
Awesome.
You were saying.
Yeah, that's a little bit of
Wallenborn, I told you. Yeah. I know there's a province in Germany called Wallenborn.
Really?
Mm.
I'd often it's on.
Yeah.
Instead of phone. Yeah.
Wallen. Ah, there you go. Yeah.
I'll check you out.
I was walking down here just showing people the camp, and I ran into Ricardo Bossi.
Captured. That is awesome.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much for taking me. This is the guy that took me to the airport today. We had the RV. It was sensational. I hitchhiked with him. An absolute legend.
Sorry, brother.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good to see you, mate.
I think that.
Yeah, buddy. No, you did right about that, mate. Buddy.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. I need to walk. No.
Nina, over here.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Let's continue on our tour, I suppose. We're just running across everyone here, guys. This is just literally, you guys know you've been watching since the start. I'm just waltzing around, and I've run into Ricardo Bossi and Mr. Craig Kelly here at Canberra Camp. Regardless of what you'll say, Craig Kelly is here. Anthony Albanese, Scott Morrison. You still got that scarf. You still got that scarf. I'm a man.
That's right.
That's right.
You gotta have them, man.
You gotta have them.
Yeah, man. Desert people wear them for a reason.
They do. They do. They're onto this, aren't they?
Right.
They've been to a summer or two. Yeah.
We're human beings.
We're human beings.
We're giants. We survive everywhere.
We survive everywhere, exactly. Shit, what happened there? Oh, probably. All right, guys, let's Oh well, you'll have to wait for this live to finish because I did ask him some the hard questions that everyone everyone here would want me to ask because I believe that's my job, right? I'm independent media because you guys want me to ask the questions that you want to know. So regardless of whether it was easy for him to hear them, I asked Craig Kelly about the pedophile suppression order. I asked Craig Kelly about the Freemasonry. I asked Craig Kelly many different things. Look, whether you agree with him being here or not is completely besides the point because he was there, he goes now.
Right, but
There he goes there, Mr. Craig Kelly. There you go. He literally just did go home, mate. So apologies again for that. Let me fix that up.
this lady here, her name is Linda Bennett. She's here on the camp. All right. Zoom in. There's a guy on the grounds here. I know. Are you on live?
Yes.
Just give me 1 second.
Absolutely.
This way. I don't know.
Tony,
How you going, mate?
how are you, mate? The Raw Rebel. You met Kylie the other day in Mildura.
Mildura?
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. How are you?
You were supposed to.
I was meant to go see you. I was.
What happened?
Oh, mate, I was a little under the weather, so I recovered to get down here myself.
You're a sicko.
Tony, good to see you here, brother.
How you going, mate?
Good, brother. How are you? What do you have to say to the people?
Come down.
Come down.
Don't be scared. Pack your caravans, your tents. Come down here to Canberra.
This is messing up. Sorry. Ugh. This is messing up. Sorry.
That's all right.
Technical difficulties. 1 second here. Of course, the stuff's up when you actually want to use it, doesn't it? There we go. There we go. With that, let's do that. There we go. Hopefully it's not breaking. There we go.
Working?
Yeah, it's working now. Okay. Yeah. So what do you have to say to the regional people of Australia, mate? Should be here.
Should be. You all should be here because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your children's future and the future of your children's children. If we don't do this now, then the government's just going to control us. And we don't want that. We want our freedom back. Don't forget what the Anzacs have done for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I normally say, I have the right to say that because my great-grandfather fought with the Anzacs.
Yeah.
So he fought for your freedom,
Yes.
my freedom, the guy behind me's freedom, everyone's freedom.
Every future generation's freedom
Of course,
as
that's
well.
right.
That's right.
So we could be free to travel and move around, not to be mandated and forced to take something that we don't want to take.
That's right.
We have a freedom of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I normally say, what's important to you, your life or your freedom?
That's right.
Think about that question really properly. And just all I got to say is please come down for the sake of your children and we all join together as family and friends. That's it.
We really do, don't we, Tony?
Yeah, mate.
Thanks a lot for your time. We're going to end the live stream there for now, guys. We've had Ricardo Bosi, we've had Craig Kelly, and we've had Big Tony. I'll be back a bit later, and I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.